So Texas decides to come over to play ball with the big boys. And the SEC, let's break down their schedule and let's see will they be able to hang. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so we're gonna get right into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. We ain't gonna play around. Y'all know I'm SEC crazy. I'm an Arkansas fan. I'm a hog forever. We've been bad for the last how many decades? Well, take that back. We weren't bad when Bobby P was there. We just didn't really have no defense. But we ain't really won none since Bobby P. Alright, now we got Bobby P back. But we ain't here to talk about the Razorbacks. We're here to talk about these Texas Longhorns. Yeah, I said it. The Texas Longhorns, man. We finna dive into them and see what are they possibly to look like this year. But before we talk about this year, let's jump back to last season. Let's see what they done. So last season, looking at their schedule, they went 11-2. Okay, they lost to Oklahoma and they lost to Washington. All right, so off top, the wins that stand out to me is Alabama, Kansas State, Oklahoma State. Okay, them are the notable wins that stand out to me. This is last year. Okay, so as you see, Ewers threw for 260. Worthy was, I had 90 receptions. Then you got Worthy again against Houston, 92 receptions. And you got Mitchell with 149 against Kansas State. All right, so putting up numbers. Nice. Well, real nice. So let's go ahead and break it down real quick. They beat Rice, they beat Bama, they beat Wyoming, they beat Baylor, they beat Kansas. Lost to Oklahoma, they beat Houston, BYU, Kansas State, TCU, Iowa State, Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, and then they go and lose to Washington in the All-State Sugar Bowl. In the title, not title, but in a game to go play for a national championship, they lost to Washington. We all know what happened to Washington when they got their booty spanked by Michigan. All right, but that was last year's season, man. They went 11-2. They lost to some good teams. They lost to Washington, who played in the national championship, and they lost to Oklahoma. Then they went like 10-3. All right, so promising. I would be like, okay, I can see Texas, making some noise next year. Then they got Ewers coming back. I think Worthy left. I'm pretty sure probably a couple more. I don't know if Mitchell left, but I know Worthy left. But let's go ahead and jump into 2024 and them in the SEC. They got their first 4 games is Colorado State, Michigan, UTSA, and ULM. Out top, I see Michigan. They're gonna want to defend their title. Okay, they just won a national championship. That ain't gonna be no pushover. But they should beat Colorado State, UTSA, and ULM. Absolutely should beat those guys. So off rip, I'm looking at them going maybe out of that 3-1. But then again, I don't know because Michigan, Harbaugh gone, JJ gone, Crumb's gone. So I don't know. I want to say that lost a few defensive players too. So I really don't know, man. They may end up 4-0 because Texas is not a pushover. That we know for sure. So then they get in an SEC play, man. They got to play Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Georgia, Vandy, Florida, Arkansas, Kentucky, Texas A&M. Looking at this schedule, this doesn't look like this schedule is not too bad. You got the notable standouts, Georgia, for sure. And then, Kentucky hadn't been just horrible. Then Texas A&M. Florida had a down year. Arkansas had a down year. Mississippi State had a down year. So it ain't nearly as bad But out of this, what do we see Texas going with this schedule? And I'm being honest with you. My prediction is this: Colorado State a dub. Michigan, I feel like Michigan is gonna be on this high horse, but they don't have the same guys that coming back. I say they beat Michigan because Quinn Ewers is that guy. They beat UTSA. Then they beat ULM. So I got them starting out 4-0 already. So then they get into conference play. Mississippi State, a dub. Oklahoma, a dub. Georgia, lost. They're not beating Georgia. Vandy, a dub. Florida, a dub. Arkansas, I'm not going against my Razorbacks. I don't care who it is. I understand we had a down year, but every time we get ready to play Texas, man, we bring it. We bring it, y'all. We bring it. It's a goddamn L against my Razorbacks. Kentucky, a dub. And Texas A&M, they gotta go. They gotta go to the 12th man. I'm gonna say Texas A&M. They'll beat Texas A&M. So out of that, I got them losing to Georgia and Arkansas. Georgia and Arkansas is who I got. The two games I got them losing. Okay, the two possibles. Oklahoma could go either way, but I'm still saying they're gonna beat Oklahoma. Michigan can go either way, but the rest of them I kind of look at for sure dubs for them. So I got them going 9-2. I mean 10-2. Losing to Arkansas and losing to Georgia 10-2. I think that's pretty good for your first time in the SEC. But we just gotta wait and see, man. We got in the spring. I mean, we got one more month of the spring practices and things like that. Then, hey, summer ball, then it's football time. Do you hear me? So that's my prediction. I losing to Arkansas and losing to Georgia. Yeah, right now the games to Georgia and Oklahoma are skyrocketed. 396 for Oklahoma and 346 for Georgia. Jesus Christ. But in Texas A&M is 519. Wow. But yeah, let's see how good my predictions are. That's it for this video.